Hey everybody, it's Dr. Joe here on this hot Thursday, Wednesday, sorry. Let's just turn my phone off. There you go. Yeah, Wednesday evening. Hopefully it's well wherever you are. And hopefully you're getting ready for July the 4th, which will be tomorrow. Independence Day for those folks who are out of the country. As American independence. And it's a day off where we celebrate the birth of the nation, celebrate with friends, family, cookouts, and all that stuff. So that's what fireworks as well. So we're going to see some fireworks tomorrow here in the DC area. So anyway, hopefully you're doing fine wherever you are. And today we're going to talk about partnerships. And I know there's a lot of misconceptions about partnerships. Why should you do them? What are the pros and cons? What are the things to consider? Some of the things to worry about, and so on. So it's really that's what we're going to focus on today, and how you can collaborate with other investors like yourself, and hopefully can expand your business, grow your business, and so you can become a successful real estate investor. And so that's the topic for today. It's going to be a good session. And again, because it's January the 4th, it's not January 4th, July the 4th tomorrow, and I'm getting ready for having a relaxing day, and so on. So anyway, so why are we talking about partnerships? And I suppose the question is, why are partnerships crucial for maximizing your real estate investment returns, and why should you even consider partnerships? Myself, most of the deals that I've done without partnerships, but I've spoken to a lot of investors who have been quite successful in partnerships with other people. They can complement skills. Some people bring money, people bring expertise, some bring talent that the other party doesn't have, and so on. So they can play a role, and so kind of in this competitive world of real estate investing, forming strategic partnerships can significantly enhance your ability to maximize your returns. Partnerships allow you to do things like pool resources, share expertise, mitigate risk, enabling you or investors to take on larger or even more lucrative projects that you otherwise would not be able to do by yourself. And also, working with others brings diverse perspectives, and sometimes you can bring innovative solutions, um, you know, that otherwise will stump you. As I say, two minds is always better than one, usually. And working with others, allows you to grow your business and hopefully be more profitable. So effective collaboration in real estate can open doors to opportunities that might otherwise be out of reach for you. If you're like a lone wolf, as they say, or one man show, one woman show, and so on. So by leveraging each partner's strengths, investors can enhance their portfolio performance, and also navigate the complexities that typically go with real estate in terms of market and so on. Also, it can generate more confidence. So, understanding and harnessing the power of partnerships, in my opinion, is essential for any investor who's looking to grow their business and to take advantage of some of these opportunities that currently exist out here. So I'll just do some quick action items that you may want to consider as an introduction. Identify potential partners, network with other like-minded real estate investors, to find those with complementary skills and resources that you may not have. Evaluate compatibility, obviously. I see partnerships almost like a marriage. Um, you know, you, you don't want to marry the wrong person because it could be a disaster. But marrying the right person, it can really expand your mind, expand your fortunes, and be a very, very successful thing. So evaluate compatibility. Ensure that potential partners share similar investment goals and also share your values. Create clear agreements if you're going to enter any partnerships. Establish clear roles and responsibilities, and profit sharing, and to avoid potential conflicts in the future. And also, you may want to leverage each other's strengths. Utilize each partner's unique skills and expertise in order to enhance the project outcomes. So let's get down to some details now. So the first thing we have to consider is finding the right partners. You know, you got to find the right people, people who, as I said before, complementary skills, people have the same values, goals, aspirations as you do, and so on. So the question becomes, how do you identify and choose the right partners for your real estate investment? How do you find these people, and how do you select them? So identifying and choosing the right partners is crucial for successful collaboration, in my opinion. Start by networking within real estate investment groups that you may be part of. You can attend events, attend what they call RIA meetings, and engage in potential online forums. There's quite a few of them around, and to discuss, meet, and possibly partner with potential folks. So look for individuals or firms with complementary skills. They have skill sets that you don't have, and likewise you. So therefore, each person brings something to the table. Complementary skills or something that you may not have are things like money, financial expertise, construction experience, the know-how, market knowledge. These are skill sets that some people have that you may not have, and vice versa. And so you want to assess potential partners by evaluating their track record, their reputation, and also their financial stability. The reputation is really important because you don't want to do business with bad people. It's not going to go. It's not going to usually end well. So it's sometimes better just not bother, partnering with some people because they just don't share the same mindset, values, aspirations, that you do, and it's going to just cause problems later on down the line. So conduct a thorough due diligence on potential partners to ensure that you hopefully have a history of success and you share similar goals and values. Compatibility is key because people have hidden agendas, people have different priorities, and you want to avoid, if possible, conflicts and problems later on. So it's also important to discuss expectations, establish mutual trust early on, and open communication, I think, is really important about goals, risk tolerance, and decision making. Some people like to make decisions, some people don't. Some people like to lead, some people like to follow. So you want to do all those things to establish a strong foundation before you actually start, doing business. So by carefully selecting partners who align with your vision and bring valuable skills to the table, you can significantly enhance your investment potential and also increase the chances of success. So what are some of the action items associated with this? Things like, in terms of finding the right partner, network actively, join real estate investment groups, attend industry events to meet potential partners, conduct due diligence on those people or potential candidates, evaluate their track record, reputation, and financial stability, discuss expectations, have an open conversations about goals, risk tolerance, and decision making. Also, you want to build trust, foster a relationship based on mutual trust, and also clear communication. So these are some of the action items associated with finding the right partner. The next thing we're going to discuss is structuring these win-win agreements, because you should document this stuff. So that way you avoid potential problems later on down the line. So the question then becomes, what are the key elements of structuring successful partnerships in real estate? So what are the things that should be in a partnership that you may want to consider? So let's talk about some of those things. So structuring win-win agreements involves clear communications and also detailed planning. Key elements include defining the roles and responsibilities of each partner, outlining the financial contributions, profit sharing arrangements, how you're going to split the profits, and also establishing decision-making roles. Is it 50-50, 60-40? Is one person, going to be responsible for the major decisions and the others are going to be silent? How's that going to be? So, these elements ensure that all parties understand their commitments and also the benefits they stand to gain. And then the other thing, an effective partnership agreement you should address things like potential challenges, include things like dispute resolution mechanisms. What happens? What's the process if there's disagreements? This proactive approach, I think, helps prevent conflicts because you talk through them and you don't sort of pretend that everything's going to be okay forever. But it's best to kind of work through those issues before you actually formalize the relationship in a formal project. So you want to kind of do those things beforehand, talk about it, and so that way. Also, you may want to consider things like the legal structure of the partnership, such as forming an LLC or a joint venture to protect each partner's interest, and then you kind of clarify liability. Transparency, obviously, is another thing that's important. Regularly sharing financial reports, progress updates, and holding meetings to discuss the projects, the status. All those things can keep all informed and engaged as to exactly what's going on. And so by creating a well-structured agreement that balances interests and mitigates risk, you can lay the groundwork for a successful and enduring partnership. As I said before, a partnership is almost like a marriage. You certainly don't want to marry the wrong person. It's not going to be good. It's not going to end well. Likewise, you don't want to go to partnership without going through all those issues and talking through those issues and formalizing the relationship. Otherwise, it's not going to end well as well. And I think most partnerships tend to fail. Just like, I think it's 50% of marriages fail these days. So, you don't want to enter into a failed relationship with somebody. You don't want to enter into a failed partnership with somebody also. So what are some of the action items you may want to consider in terms of structuring the win-win agreements? Things like define roles, define roles clearly. Clearly specify the roles and responsibilities of each partner in the agreement. Outline the financial terms. Detail financial contributions that each person is going to bring. Profit sharing, how is that going to be worked out, and also responsibilities for expenses. Include, I think, dispute resolution mechanisms, things like how you're going to resolve issues and conflicts, and decision making. And also, I think it's important to maintain transparency. Things like hold regular meetings and share updates to keep all parties informed. So that's number 2. We've got 6. I'm gonna cover 6 parts today. So number 3 is pooling resources and sharing expertise. This is an important benefit of partnerships. And so the question is, how can pooling resources and sharing expertise enhance real estate investments? I think it's self-explanatory, but let's just do a little digging into that one. So pooling resources and sharing expertise really are some of the fundamental benefits of real estate partnerships. Combining financial resources allows you, the investor, to pursue larger and potentially more profitable projects. I mean, at some point you're going to run out of money. So it's always good to be able to tap into others who have resources that you don't have. And so you now can do things that you otherwise would not be able to do previously as a sole proprietor or a lone wolf or whatever. So this increased capital can be used for property acquisitions, renovations, and also expanding your investment portfolio. And sharing expertise means leveraging each partner's unique skills and knowledge. For example, one partner might excel in market analysis and property selection. That could be your strength. Another person may have strengths in things like construction management or financial planning. So coming together, you bring skill sets that the other person may not have. So by collaborating, partners can make more informed decisions, improve project execution, and enhance overall investment performance, in my opinion. So sharing the financial burden and operational responsibilities reduces individual person's exposure and provides a safety net in case of unexpected challenges. And this sort of collaborative approach not only enhances the likelihood of success, but also builds a supportive network that can offer guidance and resources when needed. So that's some of the advantages and benefits of pooling resources. So what are some of the action items associated with this? First one is you can combine financial resources, pool capital to access larger and more profitable projects. Two, you can leverage skills. Pooling your resources can leverage skills that utilize each partner's expertise to improve decision making and project execution. You can diversify risk. You can share financial and operational responsibilities to mitigate individual risks. So now that you've got different skill sets, you can diversify risk. There's certain things that they have that you don't have, and vice versa. And also, you can build a support network. You can create a collaborative environment where partners can offer support and resources to each other. So that's number three. So again, we're going to go to Ask Dr. Joe. If you've got some questions, please put in the chat box. We should get into about 5 or 10 minutes. So please put them in the chat box, and I will definitely get to them very, very shortly. And also, if you want to book a one-on-one with me, if you've got some questions, issues, concerns, maybe a challenging situation that you're facing or problems that you're encountering, anything to do with real estate investing, if you feel that you could benefit from my 35 years worth of experience, please book a one-on-one. You can always go to my website, which is www.joesmo.com, and where you can book a one-on-one and we can deep dive. I've had quite a few of those one-on-ones. All of them have been very, very successful, every single one of them. And I provide knowledge and information and hopefully confidence, so that way you can excel and achieve your goals. My goal for this is really to encourage people to take action. And sometimes concerns, worries prevent people from taking action, and you feel like you're on your own trying to do this yourself. Well, should not be the case. Use me as a resource, and if there's any questions, situations that you feel that you're stuck on, you can always, by all means, book a one-on-one, and hopefully I can provide some insights and perspectives that will help you. So again, you can book a one-on-one with me. Go to my website, www.joesmo.com. In fact, I've got a couple of one-on-ones tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that, and so on. So number 4, accessing larger deals. That's one of the benefits of partnerships. So the question then becomes, how do partnerships enable access to larger, more lucrative real estate deals? Well, partnerships can enable larger deals by combining financial resources and leveraging the collective expertise of the partnership. With more capital at their disposal, obviously partners can now bid on higher value deals, higher value properties, undertake more extensive renovations, for example, or invest in things like multifamily units and commercial real estate, which typically may offer greater returns than smaller deals. In addition to financial power, partnerships benefit from a broader network of contacts and industry connections. You just get to know more people because more people involved in your deal. And these networks can provide access to off-market deals, exclusive listings, and also favorable financing options that may be available to you as a sole investor. So collaborating with experienced partners can also open up opportunities for joint ventures and strategic alliances with other investors and developers. And so the combined strength of a partnership enhances negotiation power, allowing partners to secure better terms and conditions. And this may include favorable or beneficial purchase prices, lower interest rates on loans, or more advantageous lease agreements. So by accessing the larger and more lucrative deals, partnerships can significantly boost overall return on investments and also enhance portfolio growth. So there are some benefits, as I said, by partnering, because you can access and tap into larger deals that you otherwise would not be able to do as an individual because you're just smaller. And so what are some of the action items associated with accessing larger deals? Things like increased capital, pool resources to bid on higher value properties and projects. Two would be leverage networks. Utilize each partner's industry connections, hopefully you have them, to access exclusive deals and financing options that you can get access to because you're on a larger scale. You can also use your partnership to enhance negotiations power. You can combine strengths to secure better terms and conditions in your transaction. And fourthly, you can explore joint venture opportunities. You can pursue joint ventures with other investors and developers to expand opportunities. Number 5 would be mitigating risk. The benefits of partnerships. It can mitigate your risk exposure. I suppose when I talk about that, the issue becomes how can partnerships help mitigate risk in your real estate investment opportunities? Well, partnerships can help mitigate risk by sharing financial burden and operational responsibilities among multiple investors. The risk-sharing approach reduces the impact of potential losses on any single partner, therefore essentially providing a safety net in case of market downturns and expected expenses or project delays. Yeah, it does. I mean, you can share the risk, share the responsibilities. So it's not all on the shoulders of one person. So collaborating with partners who have different areas of expertise also enhances risk management. You're working with people who have strengths in other areas that you don't have. So you're reducing your risk exposure. So for example, an investor with strong financial acumen can ensure sound budgeting and cost control, while a partner with strong connections with construction or construction experience, they can also oversee things like the renovation and also the maintenance of the properties because they have skill sets which they can bring to the table. So this sort of division of labor ensures that all aspects of the investment are managed efficiently and also effectively. So additionally, partnerships can provide access to better risk mitigation tools, such as insurance policies and legal protection. Also, by pooling resources, partners can afford higher levels of coverage and legal support. There's just more money around, so you can get better. You got more access to things like legal advice and insurance policies and things like that. So by pooling resources, partners can afford higher levels of coverage and also can afford more legal support, further safeguarding their investments. So the combined knowledge and experience of the partners also contribute to robust contingency planning and crisis management strategies. So these are some of the things that are possible through partnerships in terms of mitigating or reducing exposure and risk. So what are some of the action items as it pertains to mitigating risk? Things like share financial burden. You can distribute costs and responsibilities to reduce individual risk exposure. You can utilize expertise. You can leverage each partner's skills to enhance risk management across all aspects of the investment. You can secure comprehensive insurance. You can pool resources to afford higher levels of coverage and also legal protection. And finally, you can plan for contingencies. You can develop robust contingency plans and crisis management strategies, just in case you run into problems and so on. And then finally, number 6 is learning from successes and failures. So, I mean, the wise man learns from his mistakes. Genius learns from other people's mistakes. So, it's good to learn from your mistakes, but why make mistakes if you don't have to? So, you want to build on the mistakes that other people have made. And so what lessons can be learned from the successes and failures of real estate partnerships? What can we learn from others so that way we can avoid making the same mistakes to ourselves? So the question, I suppose is, what lessons can we learn? So learning from success and failures of others, other partnerships is real crucial for your potential future success. Successful partnerships often hinge on a clear communications, mutual trust, and well-defined roles and responsibilities. Case studies of thriving partnerships clearly, often hinge on clear communications, mutual trust, and well-defined roles and responsibilities, as I said before. So case studies highlight the importance of regular meetings. It's always good to meet with people, transparent financial reporting, and a shared vision of the investment. So conversely, examining failed projects or failed partnerships, we find that things like misaligned goals are some of the reasons why projects or partnerships fail. You know, your agendas are different. Your goals are different. Your values are different. Lack of communications. People don't speak to each other, especially when things go wrong, when things are unexpectedly, things happen. It's just lack of communications can also bring down a partnership. And also unresolved conflicts can derail partnerships. Rather than sweeping things under the rug, you just bring it out and deal with it. So learning from these mistakes involves establishing clear expectations from the outset, maintaining open lines of communications, and also implementing effective, what I call conflict resolution mechanisms. So successful investors also emphasize the importance of flexibility and adaptability. So the real estate market is dynamic. It's always constantly changing. So we have to adapt, and modify approach, and and therefore it's important to be able to pivot your strategy in response to changing conditions and changing environment. This is very, very important. If the market changes, you may have to adapt accordingly. And the strength of your partnership is going to be important, and that's some of the things that you may want to sort of consider. So by learning both from the successes and the failures, investors can refine their approach and hopefully build stronger, more resilient partnerships anyway. And so what are the action items associated with learning from successes and failures? Things like study success stories, analyze successful partnerships to understand best practices and effective strategies. Learn from failures, identify common pitfalls of failed partnerships to avoid hopefully making the same mistakes. Number 3 would be maintain flexibility, stay adaptable, and be willing to pivot strategies as the market conditions change. And finally, foster open communications. Ensure regular meetings and transparent financial reporting is in place to build trust and also alignment of interests. So with that said, we're going to wrap it up. Conclusion. How can mastering partnerships transform your real estate investment strategy? How can partnerships help you grow? Mastering partnerships, as I think what we talked about today, can transform your real estate investment strategy by unlocking access to larger deals, pooling resources, and sharing expertise. Effective collaboration enhances your ability really to manage risk, make informed decisions, and also to achieve higher rates of return. So by understanding the dynamics of successful partnerships, you can navigate the complexities of the market with greater confidence and resilience. Also, partnerships can provide the platform for continuous learning and growth. So engaging with experienced investors and leveraging their insights can also accelerate your development and expand your investment horizons as well. So, hopefully today I've been able to share with you some of the pros and cons, some of the things to consider when entering into partnerships. There are 6 things we should discuss today. And the important thing is that the collective strength of a well-structured partnerships enables you to tackle the more ambitious projects and hopefully overcome challenges that would be daunting if you're trying to do it all by yourself. So with that said, my friends, we are wrapping up. And again, we're going to do the Q&A session. If you got some questions, please put them in the chat box. And I'll definitely get to them in a couple of minutes. Anything to do with real estate, put them in there. I'll see if I can do my best to give you my shot on providing you hopefully a helpful answer. If you want to email me, if you want to communicate with me, you can shoot me an email. I'm at joe at joeasimo.com, joe@joeasimo.com. And likewise, as I said before, if you want to book a one-on-one with me, whereby I can answer any real estate question you may have, or if you've got a challenging situation, maybe a deal, analyzing a deal, maybe it's finding a deal, maybe it's construction contractors, maybe it's tenant relationships management, refinance, whatever it is, there's a pretty good chance that I've probably experienced it, and I can provide some insights that you may or may not have considered, and and so on. So to book a one-on-one with me, go to my website www.joeasimo.com, www.joeasimo.com, and you can book a one-on-one. Press the button that says Ask Dr. Joe. Ask Dr. Joe, and I will definitely try to help. So let's have a look. We're going to go through questions. Aloha from Hawaii. Hope you're doing well in Hawaii. Yeah, I'm sure the weather is very comfortable, very nice over there. I will be going to Tanzania and Uganda next month for a well-earned vacation. We're going to the Serengeti. We're also going to a place called Zanzibar, where's the beaches, and enjoy the migrations of the animals, the wildebeest, and all those kind of different things. We'll be doing that in August. I'll be gone for about 3.5 weeks. So that will be, I think, the fourth or fifth countries I'll be visiting this year. So that's what's going on in my world. We'd love to have you. This is from Financial Firefighter. Would love to have you as a guest on my YouTube channel and your content out to more of my subscribers. Oh, okay. This is Financial Firefighter. Yeah, please. I'd be more than happy. Maybe you can tell me more about what your YouTube channel. I'm not familiar with you, Financial Firefighter. So if you've got some, I'll be more than happy to explore how I can be a guest on yours, and hopefully help your customers with my insights and things like that. So yeah, shoot me an email, Financial Firefighter, and firefighter is financial independence, retire early, I think. That's FIRE. There was a good article about FIRE I read yesterday, and how some of the pros and cons with that whole FIRE, FIRE movement. And so definitely like to hear your perspective on how you are implementing FIRE, towards reaching your financial independence goal. So again, financial investment, real estate through financial independence, retire early. I think that's the acronym. So yeah, I'd definitely love to be a part of your YouTube channel. Again, shoot me an email. You can shoot me an email at joe@joeasimo.com, joe@joeasimo.com, and I'll be more than happy to discuss and explore with you. Okay, moving right along. Would love to have you as a guest on I think I've just answered that question. So let's go to the next one, which is Melissa. Hey, Melissa, hope you're doing well. Melissa in Denver, the Denver appraiser here. Hey, I took my proceeds from my Denver condo sale, and I am now under contract for 2 duplexes buildings in Cleveland. Yikes! Both inspectors were done today. Oh, congratulations, Melissa. Please, what's it called? Share more. I think we will all be excited to hear the latest updates from you. So I know that I recall that you had an apartment or condo in Denver, a high-priced area, and your goal was to sell that and then use that to buy real estate in lower-priced areas like Cleveland. So it sounds like you're using the proceeds from your Denver sale to buy duplex buildings in Cleveland. So sounds like you're under contract now in the duplexes in Cleveland. Congratulations. So please let us know why you chose those duplexes. What was it about those that you decided to pull the trigger on those? And was it the location, the price point, the condition of the property? the seller motivation. What was the reason why you decided to pull the trigger on those? And it looks like you got 2 duplexes. So why did you buy 2 instead of 1 or in 3? I'll be curious to know the answers to those. And it sounds like you did the inspections today. So I assume that this is the home inspections. It could be. So that you typically would do before, as a condition of the sale. So yeah, congratulations, Melissa. Please feel free to share some additional info in the chat box, and I'll definitely respond to those as well. So again, congratulations, Melissa. I'm very proud of you, and keep up the good work. Again, everybody, this is what happens. You gotta take action. I mean, it's always good to attend YouTube meetings and watch YouTube channels and so. I mean, that's all good, but at some point you're gonna have to pull the trigger and take action. So it sounds like Melissa is definitely on that way, and so applause to you, Melissa, and please keep us posted. Financial FIRE 5 said. Okay, so he or she has clarified what does FIRE mean. It's financial independence, recreational employment. Recreational, okay. That's interesting. I thought it was retire early, but it's recreational employment. So kind of curious to know what that's all about, financial firefighter. So obviously the goal is to pursue financial independence and have passive income coming your way, and recreational employment, which I assume means that you'll be still working, but in a field that you find rewarding, find enlightening, enjoyable, in the recreational field, I suppose. Feel free to clarify what you mean by recreational employment. Again, I definitely would be more than happy to be a part of your YouTube live stream. So shoot me an email. I'll be more than happy to talk about it further. Melissa, both properties are in B plus A minus neighborhood. Good. Both in really great condition. Good. With unfinished basements. So they have basements, it's just not finished. So I'll be adding bedrooms and bathrooms to the basement. Okay, I got it now. So she has sold properties in, this is Melissa now, sold property in Denver, Colorado, which is a higher priced area. And she's purchased properties in B plus A minus neighborhoods. So they're desirable neighborhoods. So hopefully it shouldn't be that difficult to find tenants. And it sounds like the properties are in good condition, so you don't have to do major renovations, which is good. And they do have basements, which is also another plus. What I typically do is to put bedrooms in the basement. And so by adding bedrooms in the basement, I'm increasing the bedroom count in the property. And the way the Section 8 program works, I don't know if Melissa's going Section 8, but the way the Section 8 program works is that the rent that you can charge is based on the location of the property and also the number of bedrooms. So by adding bedrooms in the basement, Melissa's potentially has the opportunity to increase the rents if she was to rent to Section 8. And so in my case, I typically buy 3-bedroom homes, and I turn them into 4, 5, and 6-bedroom homes. And they must have basement because that's usually a good place where you can add bedrooms, and therefore you can force appreciation just by simple things like adding bedrooms and also a bathroom in the basement. So if you have a basement bedroom, typically it's a good idea to have a bathroom down there. I just finished a project. The tenant moved in there July the 1st, last week. Technically she moved in there June the 25th last week, and we turned a 3-3, I think it was, into a 6-4. So we added 3 bedrooms and 2 in the basement, and also another one in the first floor because it's a large single-family house, and there was opportunity to to add another bedroom on the first floor as well. So you can do that. That's what I do, and definitely I recommend that you to consider that as well. Okay, my agent isn't crazy about adding a bathroom to the basement because the ARV comps just aren't there. But I'm thinking about renting the unit out. I'd rather rent a 4-2 than a 4-1. I would agree with you, Melissa. I'm leery of having 4 bedrooms and 1 bathroom because, you know, that's a lot of people vying for this 1 bathroom. And especially if you've got a head of household who's now have to share the bathroom with her children or his children. And it's going to get kind of congested, especially if you've got bedrooms in the basement. They now have to go upstairs if they want to go to the bathroom. But also you got 4, you may have 4, 5, 6 people in that house who are now competing for this 1 bathroom. So that could be a source of tension, especially if there are young children in the house, and so on. So I think I would agree with you is to add a bathroom. I like to have a bathroom on every level where there's a bedroom. That way people don't have to go upstairs or downstairs in order to get to the bathroom. So I'm kind of, okay with you. So obviously, but then again, there's an expense obviously in adding a basement, especially a basement bathroom, because you're gonna have to break the floor and you're gonna have to tie in the plumbing from the bathroom to the main plumbing lines, in the basement as well. You may have to do some digging depending on the configuration and the layout of the basement plumbing lines. In fact, I just went to Charles's house. Charles is one of my students. Went there this afternoon, where the contractors are digging the basement plumbing lines because they're going to replace the plumbing lines, and it's quite a bit of work when you have to dig. So, but I think it's necessary to. Well, not so much necessary. You don't have to, but I think it's a good idea to have more than 1 bathroom in a house. So I think I kind of siding with you, Melissa, on this one. Hopefully that was my perspective was helpful, and so on. So anyway, I'm gonna 7:47. So I'm gonna kind of wrap it up for the day, or for the evening, I suppose. And hopefully this was helpful today, and hopefully everybody has a wonderful July the 4th tomorrow. And count your blessings. There's lots of people who have it worse than you, who would love to be in your shoes. So no matter how bad it is, there's always somebody somewhere else who's got it worse than you. So there's always somebody somewhere who would love to be in your shoes. So be grateful for what you have, and just be grateful and strive for perfection, and strive to better yourself, and hopefully you can strive to better your community and your family and others that you care about as well. So with that said and done, my friends, enjoy your 4th of July, and I will speak to you next Wednesday on Ask Dr. Joe Wealth Wednesday. So have yourself a wonderful evening. Take care, guys. Bye for now.